So today's vlog is actually going to start over here at AMC CityWalk. We just got out of Thunderbolts. Man, that movie had a lot of emotion. I really connected with all the characters, honestly. And you just feel for the stories that are being told. The way it ends and where it's going to go. Things are getting pretty juicy once again for Marvel. We're not that far off from Fantastic Four, so I'm really curious how they're going to keep progressing all of this. I don't want to spoil anything, but I recommend go watch Thunderbolts. It was really good. We watched it in Prime 3D, which was awesome. I loved it. I give it. I don't know if I give it 5 fires, but it's close. I'm gonna go with the 4. 4 fires. Super recommend Thunderbolts. Before we go in the park, get some updates. I want to talk about this update right here. So today we parked in Jurassic, but we had to walk all the way to NBC. So way down there, I'll show you in a little bit. You can't just walk through here. And we've been seeing that Woody parking lot construction happening, and it's been talked about that a new security hub could start. And what I mean by that is you would have to go through security to then come to CityWalk. Similar to what Disney does with Downtown Disney. You have to go through security before you go in Downtown Disney. So maybe that really is happening, and still no word on when Raising Cane's is gonna open over here at CityWalk, but the anticipation is brewing. I'm not gonna lie, when I get out of FanFest, I'm like, this does sound good at night. So wherever you parked at Jurassic Parking, even if you're way down there, you had to walk here. This is the only entrance that you were allowed. There's been rumor that the security could actually be over here, because that's where we have all that construction happening at Woody parking lot. So the future is upon us. Maybe they are testing today. So this could be like the new entrance for CityWalk, or I guess like one of the entrances. The other one's been rumored over there at Curious George parking lot. Since I'm down here, I got about an hour. Yeah, I got about an hour to get some updates. Let's go check on Horror Nights, and if we could see anything for Fast and Furious, I don't know. But I got about an hour, so I gotta be quick. Also yesterday, they had the lights on in here. There is no movement. There's like sparky stuff all up in here. I don't see this happening anytime soon. Over here at CityWalk, Super Nintendo stored these humongous Yoshi. I'm assuming they're pillows. Wow. They also got a pink Yoshi. Wow. How much are these even sold for? $80. Oh my Lanta. I don't see a blue, so I think they just got these two right now. One of these days, these are gonna be down. Hopefully we can see some ride vehicles. Quick things I want to talk about Fast and Furious. Out in the distance, we got some like catwalk, just in case you get stuck out there. So that's going up. And last time I was here, I was asking, it looks like a new structure appeared. Let me show you. And the new structure that I'm talking about is this thing right here. Is it part of the queue? I'm assuming. Maybe it's some kind of theming going on. I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think that is? Lower lot update time. So this is for sure looking like a retaining wall. Because once you go on that escalator and you look this way, there's literally a wall being built. So everything beyond the wall, that side of the hill, that's gone. It's just going to be gone. And then the question is, well, why are they doing this? Right? Why is this chunk of land being expanded right here? It's the future. We'll see. Also, too, for Mummy, shout out to John Murray. This will be the entrance, everybody. You can see the layout being formed. Already gone vertical, obviously. And then I do love when mazes go beyond the tent. And that's what we got here. So we'll see what's up with that. Why is that structure being built? I don't even know what to rumor anymore of what's coming here. We got to get a facade first. Out there in the distance, though, behind Transformers, this one, I had a chance to do like a drive-by in the backside on the studio tour. When we were doing FanFest, they had all the lights in there. And let me tell you, there's a lot of scenes that look identical to Scarecrow.
And obviously we can see the facade right here. That in itself looks like Scarecrow, but I just want to report inside in there, there's a lot of scenes that look just like Scarecrow. So, hey, Scarecrow coming back. I thought it was a banger. It's crazy how fast it's returning, but I guess the popularity was just that crazy. Off in the distance too, when I was here for FanFest at night, they had the lights on and they're already doing the walkthrough. There was wood on the ground. We could only assume the facade will be right here in between. So it's hard to like really rumor what's going on there. A lot of people on Twitter are starting to say WWE is gonna go here. And I'm just assuming Undertaker at this point. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Last update over here. In that soundstage where Dungeons and Dragons is currently for FanFest, that will be used once again for Horror Nights. So talk about the madness that we're gonna have down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 houses. Do one of these get used somehow? Do they go beyond over there and use that soundstage again? Oh man. Just in general, for like what we do know, these 4, this lower lot's gonna be nuts, man. Especially with all the rumored IP that's being like speculated on right now. I feel like this year is the most heavy hitter IP year we've ever had for speculation. At least in like the last 7-8 years. There's never been crazy rumors like we're having right now. FNAF, Undertaker, Terrifier. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Wild. Also, don't forget, if you're a past member, go to the Universal Studios store at the entrance. Get yourself the magnet. Waterworld. The last thing I forgot to talk about, I had a chance to look at Curious George parking lot and the Halloween Horror Night house we're going to have out there. Everybody keeps saying it could be Five Nights at Freddy, it could be Terrifier. There's like holes on each side of the door. So to me, I'm like, that doesn't look like any of those things. But it's crazy that they could build this much and we don't know what it is. But one thing I think is telling are those vents that they put at the top of the tent. We've never seen that at Horror Nights. So I'm kind of leaning more towards Five Nights at Freddy just for that simple fact. That maybe they're gonna have to keep it air conditioned, you know what I mean? But honestly, they should put air conditioning in all the mazes. We're gonna be opening so early this year for Horror Nights, it's gonna be hot. Like last year, it was literally like 100 degrees when Horror Nights opened, but I don't know, I'm kind of leaning more towards Five Nights at Freddy's, so only time will tell.